not wanting to dwell on the past, of course, but the New Saints has picked up just 2 points from 3 games. Your thoughts and reflections as you look over the previous week's encounters?
Yeah, well, probably I think it's been amazing that there has been 2 0-0 draws. It's great to keep the clean sheets. However, we want to create and score as many goals as we can, and probably dealing with the first game at home against Carnarvon on Tuesday night, I think we created more than enough goals to make sure that we won that game, and we were very unfortunate not to. A totally different game on Saturday against Connors Quay. The pitch and the conditions made that very hard to play our normal game of football on there, so we did have to change tactically for that game, and we were disappointed that we didn't create more in that game, but it was a very physical battle and one very hard fought that we definitely stood up to. So yeah, we are disappointed we've got 2 draws in the last 2 games. I don't think it's certainly through a lack of effort or trying from the players and application from them, so that's one pleasing thing that I would say they've done very, very well with that. But we'd like to get more points, and it makes it difficult now for us now that it's out of our hands.
Well, that was the next question. The title is now out of TNS's hands. However, with 3 games to go, does that put more pressure perhaps on Connors Quay Nomads and maybe take it off the New Saints?
Yeah, well, I mean, the difficult thing was last Tuesday we obviously played first, and then Connors Quay played on Wednesday night, and they dropped points there, and we picked up 1 point. So it felt like we missed a little opportunity there. I think that, look, for them, they need to make sure that they win these next 3 games, and if they do that, then they'll deservedly win the title. So yeah, I think the pressure is definitely on them because they're in front, just like when we've been in front during times in the season. I'm sure the pressure would have been on TNS. So yeah, it'll be up to them to get the points and to win the title from the position that they're in.
And we're off to South Wales tomorrow. Our last visit to the SDM Glass Stadium in October of last year saw a 4-0 victory to the New Saints. But as we know, it will be a tough game. Yeah,
I've been really impressed with them. I think they've got a good manager there, very well organised. We had a very tough game here. We've watched a lot of them recently. They seem to have a good game plan for all different outcomes of different teams that they play against. So I think it'll certainly be a tough game, being a long away trip as well. But look, they're a really good side, and I've been very impressed with them and what they're doing there. So it'll be tough for us to break them down. I think it could be a game where we have a lot of possession again, and it'll be up to us to create those chances and score, and obviously keep the back door shut as well.
We saw a different approach tactically from the New Saints at the D side last weekend. Are we likely to see a return to more familiar style and approach of play tomorrow?
Yeah, well, it was difficult on the weekend. I mean, the pitch was, I don't even know what the words were to describe it, but it made it very difficult for football, any type of football, to be played. And I think it actually hindered Connors Quay as well, even the way that they play, how direct they are. I think it was just very difficult. So we all needed to adapt our game, and we did change tactics and adapt because of that. It probably hindered the game as a spectacle a little bit. However, it was something that we needed to do. We are a passing team. We're an attacking side. We want to get bodies forward and get numbers forward, and that's what we'll be looking to do tomorrow. So it'll be probably more of the same that's mostly been seen so far, but with 1 or 2 maybe adjustments as well.
And we have another day to go before we do travel to South Wales. Do you have your starting lineup already in mind, or are there perhaps 1 or 2 places up for grabs? Any surprises maybe in the lineup? Yeah,
we're mostly sorted on what we're going to do with the plan of attack and the preparation that we've done today leading into tomorrow's game, but there's still 1 or 2 places that could be up for grabs. There's been some good performances recently despite the 2 draws, and some people staking their claim to stay in the team, but others coming on and doing well, and also starting in games who haven't been playing in the ones recently to that. So 1 or 2 places up for grabs today, but mostly sorted.
And finally, the player availability as we look ahead to the journey and the game tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we had a couple of knocks and bruises from the weekend, which was to be expected in such a physical game. So there's probably question marks on about 3 or 4 of the players, and that'll be dealt with tomorrow as well as today, seeing how they were. Some got through today okay, others didn't. So there's likely to be a few changes from the weekend, and depending on how they get through. Obviously, Dean Ebb's still injured. Danny Redmond's suspended, unfortunately, for that game, so we'll miss him. But apart from that, it's the 2 or 3 that we might be carrying into the weekend.